They're like, yes, that's exactly what we want. We want you to do this. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to do it now.
Gregory, how did you get up there?
If I want the world to burn, I'd say Gregory.
I know it will be hard to be sus. I am so grateful that Scott let me away with it.
I still maintain that Mystic Hippo is actually the true villain of Five Nights at Freddy's.
You're watching convention coverage.
So cool.
So, how did you all get started in the Five Nights at Freddy's series?
Me first?
Yeah. Always.
Oh, it's cute. I like him. So I knew somebody who ended up later working at Steelwool Studios who remembered me. Mm-hmm. And he asked me to audition when they were having trouble finding a voice for Gregory and a voice for Roxanne. And so he was like, you know what, just give it a shot. And I was like, for Roxanne, I knew exactly what I was doing with Roxy. I knew that was instantly. But with Gregory, I was like, I had never voiced a child before. And I was a bit like, and I was like watching Ben 10, and I was like watching like other things. I was trying to find a reference. Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
Yeah.
I was trying to find different references to like find my inner like 12-year-old voice, I guess. And I did it. I almost didn't send it because I thought it wasn't very good. But they're like, in 24 hours, they were like, yes, that's exactly what we want. We want you to do this. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to do it now.
Yeah.
And luckily it worked out.
Heck
but yeah.
Yeah. I started a little further back than that in 2016, which is 9 years ago now. Scott, at some point, Scott Cawthon decided he wanted voices in the Freddy games, and of course, nobody knew at the time. He had everything under really tight code name and everything, and I got sent an audition by my friend, and you know, when you're a gig actor, sleep deprived or not, if there's an audition, you think you can do it, you end up usually doing it.
Yeah.
So, but I was maybe 3 to 4 hours sleep at the time, and I put all of my all into this audition for what I would learn to be Funtime Freddy, and I fell asleep immediately after because it's Funtime Freddy, and when I woke up, sure enough, I was cast, and from there, it's as they say, you know.
Rest is history.
History, yeah.
Do you think the sleep deprivation helped at all?
It didn't hurt. I was certainly more manic than usual. There was a bit more eccentricity to it, I'd say. Not that I would ever recommend it as a tool in any way, shape, or form that's dangerous.
Yeah,
but
don't do that.
I mean, use what you got, you know? MacGyver.
Yep. Use the cards you're dealt, not the cards you want. Have you either of you grown up with like the classic animatronic, like Chuck E. Cheese stuff? Did that influence you?
I'm from Europe. I'm from Central Europe. I was born and raised in Slovenia, and I currently live in London, England. That's where I came from, to here.
Yeah, she flew all the way from England to see you guys.
Yeah.
I think that's where some...
12 hours on a plane, let's go! No, I'm psyched to be here. But yeah, no, so that was not something I grew up with, but I was aware of because pop culture and all that. And I was aware, because I came in obviously later than Kellen, but I was already aware of Five Nights at Freddy's. I played the first 2 games and all that, and then kind of drifted away. And then when I got the game, I was like also like, I got some homework to do. And a little bit of catching up, but also actually, I really, really enjoyed doing that. I really enjoyed just immersing myself in the world, like getting ready to work on this, because it's great. I get it. Like it's awesome. And the streamers are awesome. And it's a very fun to watch game, actually. It's like a game that's very fun to watch other people play and freak out.
Yeah. I can't play it by myself. I learned this about myself later on. That is just there are certain things in life that just make your ticker do something you don't want it to do, and that's that. Five Nights is one of those. Playing it
Yep.
anyway. So watching like Marky Moo or
Yeah.
or Doko.
Yeah, we'll let them take the hits with the jump scares.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, I grew up with Chuck E. Cheese. I didn't have the big animatronic band. Mine was the Tonight set or whatever it was called, where it was just him, and he was on this Jay Leno type of late night show. And yeah, every now and again I would peek behind the curtain to see what was up, and I'd just like immediately, because it's creepy. It's creepy.
Yeah, it's like seeing the animatronic pirates and stuff, and like yeah,
Sure. Yeah. But yeah, no. Have they inspired the stuff? Yeah, I'd say so. There's been there's a certain read that comes with entertaining smaller children. There's more of a like everything is up and like, oh, we're getting your attention. Like
Yeah.
we're getting your attention.
Are we excited about this? We're all so excited.
The Blue's Clues read.
Yeah, exactly.
They did that a lot for animatronic VO.
Yeah.
So yeah, no. When I'm doing this, I try my best to take inspiration from everything that certainly that you guys feel is important to the ether of it. I respect your opinions like so much.
I also find that like Steelwool likes to put in like little pop culture references into the script sometimes. So like I really appreciate that those little Easter eggs for those who know, like, oh, that was a reference. I understood that reference. But yeah.
What's your favorite thing about being in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise?
First of all, this is gonna sound really cheesy, but the fans, like the fact that like as an actor is just so rewarding to have people connect with what you do. That's kind of why we do what we do. And so for it to bring up like so much positivity and joy to other people, and to get to see that and to get to talk to you is like, to me, that's just yeah. I'm like, I can't believe I get to do that.
Yeah,
like that's probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
Also the screaming.
The screaming's fun. Yeah, no, my answer really hasn't changed since the first time. In fact, I think I answered this. I may have. Don't quote me on this. But my first ever Q&A was here, not this ballroom in particular. I think it was over there, somewhere abouts. But the answer has not changed. It's you guys. I love seeing how it's impacted y'all. I love hearing your thoughts, your ideas. I love hearing what you liked. I like hearing what you disliked. Because I'm like, oh, okay. I noted. Yeah. No. Yeah. Exactly. It's just Five Nights at its core has just always been such a franchise for the fans. So. Yeah, no, I would not be able to do this kind of thing if it wasn't for Five Nights in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like literally the reason we're here. So it's just it's amazing.
What was like a wild or interesting or really silly piece of like vocal direction or acting direction that you've encountered in your careers?
Whoa.
And how did you respond to that, and how did that affect the final outcome?
I have one from the first game I ever did, which was Total War Warhammer 2. I'm like one of the playable characters, and we were doing some of the efforts, which is those, and I think they were just like in the flow of it, like the director was just like in it. And it's like, okay, now do a few of those like you're getting hit in the stomach, like you're getting just punched in the stomach. Okay, now like you're getting a cannonball in the stomach. I'm like, Okay, now do one like you're getting a cannonball to the face. And I'm like, squelch? Like, a cannonball to the face is hard to make anything but a crunching noise.
It's true. It's true. Nothing really comes out of the mouth but teeth.
There's no mouth.
Yeah, there's no mouth left. It's just a cannonball.
Yeah, they're just chunks.
Yeah.
That's a mental image. That's
man,
one.
That's tough.
I've got more, but like, let me think of more.
Yeah,
Your
okay.
turn.
I mean, when we were doing fiddlesticks for League of Legends, there were... Okay, we got some fiddlesticks fans. Heck yeah. There was... I mean, it's such a weird, like, engineered type voice, so there were, like, a lot of very avant-garde directions to it, like... okay, can it be more like a rusty gate? Like stuff like that, or it's like, can the pig squeal a bit? Like it's more constipated. Like weird stuff like that. That would just rear in there because there's so many different working parts to the voice. But usually it was just drier, until it just turned into a rusty gate.
Yeah. I mean, it is that. I mean, it's just doing voice acting is like inevitably gets people to ask you to do things like that. But even just normal stuff like, okay, now give me 6 of being on fire. Like that is a normal thing for us to hear.
All right, now you're being electrocuted in a pool full of eels.
Yeah, exactly. Like that is standard issue stuff for us to hear.
All right, now you're balancing on one leg while holding 3 subs in one hand, 2 in the other.
Yeah, and really think about how you feel about that.
Yeah. How does that make you feel? What is your intention?
Yeah, what is your intention while you're doing all this?
What does your character want?
Yeah. What are you trying to? What is your objective
one of the
in this
subs.
scene?
Yeah.
And what are your obstacles in this scene while you're on one foot? Like I mean, recently it's not so much a direction as it was just a bizarre way to record something. They had us do an ensemble record, as in like all of us, well, the 3 of us for that particular thing in the same room at the same time, which almost never happens. You're always separate. And they had us, we had 2 microphones on us at all times. So they strapped one to our chest, but it's a shotgun mic, so it's like a directional microphone. So if it's a microphone that if you're just slightly off center, it sounds like this, right? You have to be on the mic. It was right here. And then the other one was like pointing down at us. So they wanted like spatial stuff. So we're not on this mic. They wanted like off mic kind of stuff. But this one we had to be on it. And they basically wanted us to sort of talk to each other or say things to each other, even though there was no dialogue. We were just yelling commands. But they're like, oh yeah, look at him and say that. And I'm like, over there. It's like that. And they're like, we really want to hear the effort in your voice, so we brought you a bunch of kettlebells and a bunch of dumbbells and a bunch of sandbags. So we want you to like keep lifting the thing as you're saying, but also don't make a sound because the mic will pick it up. And I'm just there like,
now rub your tummy, now pat your head. No. Yeah.
It was the one time I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm a voice actor. I can put effort into my voice without having to do a 4-hour gym set.
I
mean, I'd be super pumped if I had done that for all those sessions. I'd be like a cloud.
Out of the memes of Five Nights at Freddy's that have been populated, what was your favorite meme to like see circling around?
My personal one was still the venting. You got to vent. The Among Us one. That's my personal favorite, although the Material Girl is close second.
Have you ever heard of the hit game Among Us? I know it will be hard to be sus.
I am so grateful that Scott let me away with that one. Yeah, that was a Christmas present to you guys. I really like, I mean, the Butt Vanessa stuff has a special place in my heart, Material Girl and all that. But, excuse me, I think my favorite one is still, Gregory, how did you get up there? Come down.
No, I'm not. I live up here now. This is my new house.
Do you guys have your own theories about the characters? Do you do your own, like, YouTube dives on that kind of thing?
Yes. I definitely try to absorb as much of the deep dives into the lore as I can because I like to go in with full context on both sides if I can. They never tell us anything, like anything. But yeah, the popular opinions can sometimes influence how the intention of how we take the scene.
Yeah.
Our own theories, that's a tough one because the moment we speculate on anything, you got the FNAF scoopers saying it as truth.
Yeah, confirmed. Voice actors confirm.
Yeah.
Never doing that again.
But I do like to believe some of the fan theories just by myself, even though I'm not allowed to say which ones.
Or think like if the future of the story goes in that direction, that'd be really cool.
Right.
Like, and you know, it's not like things that the fandom has come up with haven't ended up in the game before, right?
Yeah. I put the FNAF beatboxing at the start of the Fazbear birthday song. I don't know if anyone clocked that one. I was proud of that one.
How are we feeling about the newer version of FNAF to like security breach to the mimic?
I like that we're branching out a little bit. I feel like if anything stays the same forever, then it will get stale, even if it's the best thing in the world. You could be eating raw sugar from the bag and get tired of it at some point.
Yeah.
I like that especially right now in pop culture, and where we are in pop culture, I like that Five Nights is choosing the weird option and to explore, to branch out a little bit, and not just you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think the superpower of FNAF is that the story and the lore is so strong that it's not defined by any one type of game. So you can really branch out in terms of game design and what you bring and still really infuse it and make it feel like a true Five Nights at Freddy's game. Like you're still immersed in it. It feels right.
Yeah.
That is the biggest superpower, and I think that's why this franchise is going to be around for a long time, because you can keep going diving into this from so many different angles that as long as it keeps branching out and it keeps changing and it keeps evolving, it's going to be around, it's going to be interesting, and people are going to want to play it. And then you can always come back to some of the older ones, but it's the fact that it works almost regardless of the type of game.
Yeah.
I say almost.
It's a very malleable universe. Yeah. It's like like anything can happen. Honestly.
Literally.
No, not anything.
But just like how many different types of games are already in the franchise, and they all feel like Five Nights at Freddy's. None of them feel like off-brand.
Yeah.
So I think,
What do you think of the FNAF movie? Did you like it?
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I think it hit all the right notes. It hit what people like about FNAF, which is why I think like some video game movies don't pan out, is because they don't understand what it is that people like about the thing in the first place.
Yeah.
I think the movie just nailed it.
It was a love letter to the fans.
Yeah.
Yeah, first and foremost. And especially, like everyone who worked on it was like giving their all, you could tell. Especially, I appreciate good engineering, as I said earlier in the panel. The Jim Henson Workshop did fantastic bringing the animatronics to life like that. They were just like almost one-to-one.
Yeah.
Is there a moment in the games where something happened and you were like, oh, I forgot that this is like a dark video game?
I mean,
the Scooper and Sister Location was pretty dark. Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I think that's my answer.
That's the one. And my second to that is the elevator drop.
Yeah.
When I was reading that, because so I didn't know whether that was actually going to make it into the final game or not. Or there were some debates around that. I was kind of hoping, but when I read that, I was like, oh my God, that's actually happening? Like, we had such a cutesy game from, like, Security Breach is scary, but not that bad.
Right.
And then Ruin just...
Yeah. Yep.
How would you two spend your day at the Pizzaplex?
First of all, Phaser Blast. I beat Phaser Blast right
Right
away,
there.
Right there.
I would want to see what a fizzy Faz tastes like.
Yeah.
I picture orange soda, but that might just be because it's a Fanta thing now, having Freddy on the front, which is still very weird to me. like weird good. Like, oh my God, this thing that I drank when I was young has Freddy on the front now.
It's bizarre.
It is bizarre.
Yeah, no, basically, I think if I would summarize it with like doing all the activities and then probably making myself sick with the amount of sugar and pizza I would consume. That kind of sums it up. But yeah.
I definitely want to see an animatronic show.
Yes.
From the opening of Security Breach, it looked very interesting. I couldn't quite understand the structure of it just from seeing a montage, though. I'd like to see more of what it's about.
And I would want to have my birthday party. I have my birthday party there. I want to see.
That's right.
The animatronic actually like open the stomach hatch and there being a cake inside.
An ice cream
child.
cake.
Yeah. But that is for little
No, I
Jimmy,
want
not
carrot
you.
cake.
Yeah. Very well.
That's my
We have
actual
carrot cake in the
favorite.
back.
Carrot cake is my actual favorite. So.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
We make cupcakes.
Yes, we made cupcakes. we made some very traumatized cupcakes.
The other day, you
go on,
posted-
if you're confused, go on Twitter.
Yeah, they're on Marta's Twitter. We made little Mr. Cupcakes.
If Sun and Moon were flavors of ice cream, what flavors would they be?
Oh, interesting question.
I feel like, the boring answer is vanilla and chocolate, but let's get interesting with it. You know what came to mind? Has anybody ever watched Kids Next Door? Here, Kids Next Door. Y'all remember the fourth flavor? The mythical fourth flavor that they had no idea what it tasted like? I think that. I think that. Or butterscotch for Sun. For Moon, cotton candy? Like the blue kind that's like the dum-dums, like that kind of cotton candy, or maybe I don't know. What do you think?
I was thinking something more
minty,
dark. Yeah, mint. I was thinking
Mint
something with
chocolate
more
chip.
bite to it.
With more bite to it.
So yeah, mint chocolate chip.
Yeah.
That's
a good contender too. What's that one? There's a ice cream.
Blueberry.
Was that? Oh, blueberry?
Blueberry?
True,
Maybe.
he is blue.
Maybe he is blue.
Yeah. What's that one ice cream that has Pop Rocks in it? Does anyone know?
I think that would be
I
Sun.
remember that.
Yeah.
The Pop Rocks, because he's like, oh.
You're right. That's just
happy.
tongue. That's like tongue glitter.
Exactly.
It's Pop Rocks. Yeah.
Yes, it is tongue glitter. Spicy tongue glitter. You heard it here first, folks.
Glitter glue flavor, of course.
Oh my God, yeah, eating
With
glue.
googly eye chips. Yeah.
If all of the FNAF characters through the whole franchise ran for president, who would make the best person in office?
What an interesting question.
Oh my.
I've never thought about that one. I feel like Glamrock, I feel like no matter who it was, they would be like, I will put soda in the water fountains. They would make weird promises like that.
I mean, all of them would certainly make an interesting time of it.
Mr. Hippo would just filibuster the whole time.
I think Mystic Hippo would actually give the best sort of campaign because she never really says anything concrete, just vague promises.
Pick a card, any card. The card sense your lack of focus.
That's good stuff. That definitely works with the hippie crowd.
And I mean, I still maintain that Mystic Hippo is actually the true villain of Five Nights at Freddy's and the real puppet master hiding in plain sight. Everything else is a distraction, and Mystic Hippo is really controlling everything and everyone.
Yeah.
And I'm sticking to it.
See, I feel like Glamrock Freddy would be the most responsible one, but he
He'd be
wouldn't.
eaten alive.
But yeah, he would be talked into a corner by every world leader ever. He would be. But well, you see, the thing about that is, he would not be able to get a word in.
Maybe
He's too polite.
Vanessa? Vanessa could be interesting. Like, if I would give a serious answer, if I want the world to burn, I'd say Gregory. Yeah.
He would put soda
I'll
in the
be
water
the best president ever. Pizza for everyone.
Woohoo!
Just keep looking at the pizza. Don't look at other things.
Don't look at that. Nope.
No,
Focus on the pizza.
look over there.
If you had lost your current job and you were forced to be like a night guard in any of the FNAF games, which one would you want to work in?
Is there a preferable one? They're all pretty bad.
They all kind of end the same way.
I would die in any given scenario.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, the first one, get it over with.
I think I'd
Goodbye,
choose,
cruel world.
Yeah, I think I'd choose security breach just because it's a more interesting, flashy place to be. Walking around
And facing your imminent doom.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess it's got prettier
it's bigger,
lights.
cushier. Yeah, you can.
Prettier
There's
lights, yeah.
more room to run. Yeah.
More places to hide.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.